Hey, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Urban Shadows, Juneau, What Darkness Cost, here on Variant Roles. I'm your MC, Taryn Winnie, and we're just going to go ahead get get right off with things, introducing the cast and who they're playing. Max, if you would like to start us off.
Why, yes. Hello, I'm Max. You can be found at Max D20. I am playing Red Abernathy using the Aware playbook, who is dealing with his own personal demons right now.
One way to put it. Matthew.
Hey, that's me. I'm Matthew Foreman. I play Peter. I use he, him pronouns. Peter. I play Peter, who is a Spectre of the Night faction, who also uses he, him pronouns, who is at this point, a sinister former land planner who wants to be king of the city.
Alrighty then. Ty.
I'm Ty. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. I am playing Brody, the Oracle. Both him and I use he, him pronouns, and he is just got a sweet new pad after getting out of a coma.
Right. And Maria.
Hello, I'm Maria. You can find me at Happy Capster on Twitter. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Kay Belton, the resident tainted who uses they, them pronouns, and is doing great and made really great decisions last session, and everything's going to be fine.
Yep. And because I missed this, I also use he, him pronouns, and it's just going to be a great session. But we're going to get right into, I guess we can go ahead and do our rumors things, what you rolled, what those were, and then how that all played out. So reverse order, Maria, 4K.
I definitely closed that sheet, but power was chosen for me. I rolled a 9, and the rumor, for the most part that I remember, was that Beverly, the protege of Cyrus,
right,
or Drug Sauron, has been following closely in his footsteps and has started amassing a following of her own.
Oh.
Wow.
Interesting.
Oh,
and because you rolled a 9, as we like to put it, that's neck deep in it. So you exchange some debts.
I sure do. All right. Powerful. Okay. I also want a debt on this wizard that we created last week. I just keep thinking Ganymede, but I don't think that's right.
I mean,
Gallant. Okay. I would like a debt on Gallant because
on the street wizard.
Yeah, because I think Gallant has some connections to this new wizard.
All right.
Club.
And then who do you? So do you owe him them a debt, or do they owe you a debt, or
they owe me?
Okay. So 1, 2K. And then who do you owe a debt?
Oh jeez.
Beverly?
Yes.
Okay.
That makes the most sense.
1 from K. This is fine. Ty.
Everything's great.
I had mortal picked for me. I said that some of the mortals that Steve has brought into his posse have ulterior motives and agendas. And I rolled a 5. I didn't do very well.
Oh, so you're perchancely caught flat-footed?
Yeah, I am.
By the situation and unprepared, unaware. There is a faction that has ulterior motives, and they might be gunning for people like you.
Oh no. Great.
So, Matthew.
Hey, I got power chosen for me. I rolled a 9, which is a mixed result. And my rumor was the wizard Gallant is considering approaching Steve's group to switch to mortal. So we now know what faction he's considering his switch to.
Yes, and so because mixed success, that is also a debt swap.
Okay. I would like Peter. God, what am I doing? I would like to have a debt on Steve because I passed some information to him regarding it at one point because I'm a spy, I'm a creeper.
So these have to be people in power.
Oh, in power. My bad. I just thought people in the rumor. Oh boy, howdy. I would like the. Oh God, I'm gonna do it. I would like the Wizard Gallant to owe me a debt. Yep, there it is.
Okay. One from Peter. And who do you owe a debt?
Who do I owe a debt to? God, I don't know. Mildred.
Mildred is wild.
Oh shit, that's right. I always think Faye or Power. I'm doing great.
It's fine. It's been 2 weeks. Hi everybody. It's been 2 weeks.
You know what? I'm gonna owe a debt to Kay. Kay's Power. Nope, Kay's Wild.
Nope.
God damn, I cannot do this.
Why don't you give one to Brody?
Fuck no, fuck off.
Hey, so for clarification, just help you out. Power is wizards
Yeah,
and oracles
yeah.
and the hallowed.
Okay, is there a Hallowed I could owe one to? God, that's terrible.
Todd Sherman, which is the most white name I've ever come up with.
Yeah, I owe one to Todd. God,
Okay.
God help me. So Gallant owes me one. I owe one to Todd.
Todd Sherman. That was
That's
very white.
That's bad.
All right. So those are the debts that have played out. Does anybody have opening moves?
You skipped me.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. I got distracted
all right.
by all the times that Matthew forgot what factions people were.
You.
So anyway, I got Knight chosen for me.
Yep.
And my rumor is that one of the new recruits to Steve's Hunter gang, who I'm going to call the Steve Vengers, whether you like it or not, has a personal vendetta against a local vampire.
All right. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, you rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 3, but
but minus
penalties
1.
go.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. You have no idea. You're very unprepared for this situation, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, luckily I'm not a vampire.
No, but we'll see. It could never ever come back to having any consequences for you.
No, that's not how this game works.
Nope. All right, so that's out of the way. Opening move tie for Brody.
Yeah. 4 tellings.
Maybe the last time.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
I get to hold 2.
Alrighty then. So, Matthew, would you like to recap for us?
Yeah, so previously on Juneau Darkness Beckons, alliances were forged and mysteries revealed as our shit-kicker terrible cast met up with one another and reconnected after this 2-week interim between last season and this one. So Peter and Red chatted amongst some music of ABBA, and where Red expressed some loyalty to Peter, and Peter said that that was in Red's best interest in a kind of threatening manner. Things went down at the hotel between Kay, Brody, and Revenge, as they kind of got as Kay kind of tried to figure out what it all meant, the confrontation back at the shed. And once they were out of the scene, it was revealed that Red had switched factions and had became some kind of infernal something with access to a demonic transformation. Then we cut to a touching, I guess would be the word, scene between Peter and Daryl, where Peter told him he loved him. Daryl said he wanted to be prepared for what was come next, and Peter possessed Daryl to show him all that darkness costs and what darkness was beckoning, just in time for the Kay Belton to apparate in. That is what happened last time.
That's where we left off, and that is exactly the moment that we're going to pick up on. So, Peter, why don't you set the scene for what Kay sees when they apparate?
So in my mind, as Peter possesses Daryl to kind of share memories, just kind of fuse, Vulcan mind meld with his husband. I think the body of Ghost is like swirling around in a green vortex, whispering, chanting, all the while sharing them everything that they know, because Peter was supposed to be debriefed by them because he's their little spies. And Gregory's, I don't know, fucking off in the foyer. Probably just watching this all unfold, and that is when
Gregory's voyeurism.
Yeah, he's not in the game yet. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, and I suppose that is when Kate incantates in.
Okay. I don't think there's any pomp and circumstance when like Kay just appears places. I think they just kind of take a step forward where they were, and then they are just there. And it's like a friggin' scene out of Ghostbusters. They stand there and kind of look at this like swirling mass around this figure they don't recognize, and absolutely zero signs of Peter anywhere. And they'll just like sigh. Peter!
I think everything kind of stops. And from Daryl's mouth, Kay, you've caught me at an inopportune moment.
To be honest, I kind of always thought that this might have been what you do when you're at home. But this is new. No, it's not new. This is odd. I don't... Hello?
What are you doing here?
Well, two things. I need your help. I asked you about this Felix, this friend of the Dumas, if you could help me find them. I would really like for you to actually be there and help me find them, and then also a couple of others, because I think you are, frankly, really good at what you do, which is making sure that things don't necessarily survive. But also I came to tell you, I just had a conversation with Red, and it went differently than I expected it to go. Red is serving my patron now.
And when did this development occur?
When I decided that Red shouldn't die. Kind of.
Red. Yet, when I spoke to him, he assured me he was on my side.
Don't... What? Peter, I am a little uncomfortable talking to this person. who is this that you are currently in? Where am I?
You're in my home. You're in a place you shouldn't have come. I would like to step out of Daryl now.
Okay. Daryl kind of just like takes a big gasp of air, like all of that was in him before had been used up. Because ghosts don't breathe, so why would you have breathed?
Kay, meet Daryl. Daryl, meet Kay.
I'm sorry, I was a lot, and then this is a lot. Hi, Kay.
Hello.
Daryl. It kind of goes to give you a handshake very tentatively.
I'll kind of glance at Peter and then reach forward and shake his hand.
Are they in the game you were talking about?
Yes. Kay is a warrior.
What does that make you exactly?
Me?
No, I'm sorry,
Peter.
I'm talking to my husband right now.
Oh. All right. I will.
Kate,
No.
do you what do you drink? Do you drink? I need a drink. Can you drink?
I can. I'm fine, but thank you.
Okay,
Go. It's
I
your
need a
house,
whiskey.
your rules. Go for it.
I'll leave you to be for a second. Feel like I interrupted something somehow. And he walks into the kitchen and begins fixing makers and ice.
First off, I'm sorry. But I do still want your help.
And why is it that I should help you again? I've already agreed to find Felix, but now you want me for my other talents.
My plate has gotten a little fuller. And let's just say you were the first one that came to mind.
Oh. You didn't want to ask your friend Brody and his other friend with a penchant for killing Benji? You did go to the hospital. I bid you adieu. How'd that visit go?
It was enlightening, but it went fine. You know what? This was a bit too much to ask. So, again,
Oh, no,
apologize.
No. You don't have to give up so quickly. I told you I'd help you find Felix. Slaughtering him or any number of the Dumas families is no difficult task for me. Now, with all that I've gained. I'll help you kill them.
Okay.
I just need your help.
And what can I do for you, Peter? Little old me.
You're very talented. You're powerful. One man, even one faction can't control this city. It's too wild. Its shadows are more ancient than the very notion of darkness. I'll offer you the same deal I made Daphne. And she turned me down. Let's run Juneau together.
Why would I want to run Juneau?
My reasons for running Juneau remain essentially the same. God. You either run Juneau or it runs you. I'm tired of being picked on. I'm tired of being attacked by factions that move in the shadow, that know more about my life than I do. You've got to be tired of it too. Oh my God. Can y'all hear my dog? God damn it. 1 second.
They're the best.
She's. Right. I'm just gonna wake her up a little bit.
Oh, baby.
Sweet baby.
She's so cute. I love her so much. She's such a snorer. Daddy's trying to act. She is the best. Okay.
That's Gregory in the corner. Just.
Yes! There it is. He's napping, even though he's dead. Perfect. I could get into that. I could buy into that.
I'm still living some mortal habits just to never die.
The Foley provided today by Ginger.
Well, he's in a dead sleep, so.
There it is. Okay. Fuck, where were we? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
We were trying to take over the world together, apparently.
Right. The world is not enough. Pinky in the brain, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. It's a tempting offer. I'm not gonna lie. And I think if you had asked me when we first met, I would have just laughed at you. But I am tired. I'm tired of all of this. And Kay kind of just like gestures to this just weird ghost vibe that's going on in your house. But I don't think any of us should run anything.
Not even me?
Especially not you, Peter.
Oh.
This city is a cancer to itself, and I think people like us are just making it die faster.
Then who should rule?
Whoever's left.
All right.
So help me if you want. If you don't want to, I mean, you don't have to. You can take it back. I'll figure it out myself.
I'll help you. Once the Dumas are eliminated, that's one less power to rival my own.
Yeah. Yeah. One less power indeed.
I do have just one request. We don't have to rule the city together if I help you slaughter your enemies, but if I'm going to help you kill Felix and any of the other Dumas, I need you to promise me you won't tell anyone what you saw here tonight.
Mm. Okay.
We have an understanding. So, let's go hunting sometime soon, shall we?
How soon?
Peter kind of looks up into the nearest shadow or dark corner. And it's pretty, I imagine it pretty dimly lit, maybe a muted television light illuminating this den area. Pick a time and place, and I'll be there at the perfect time. I'll just know.
Okay.
Have a nice night, Kay.
You too. And I will just head towards the front door. And I will walk out the front door.
I imagine there's a really awkward moment like, do I go this way? Or
It is a pretty big house.
Like, are we on the first floor?
Oh no, that's the other. Around the left.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And after Kay leaves, Daryl comes back out from the kitchen, kind of just holding a glass. It's about half drained at this point. Leans against a wall. Just... Everything okay?
Things are more complicated now. They know about you. If they can piece two and two together, that makes us vulnerable. But I've seen Kay at their best. If push comes to shove, I can kill them.
Well, seen a few things too now, so thanks to whatever the hell that was. I just kind of takes a drink.
My power operates in shadows and darkness and draws on the power of death. Those that I've seen like you, mortals, humans, in the game, they either rely on the mystical arts or the actual mortals tend to rely on their cunning or raw physicality. Gunmen, investigators.
What are you thinking? Thinking I should find a mentor?
You're a ranger. You know how to shoot.
Meant more someone who can teach me a little bit more about what I need to know, but you're right, I do have a decent arsenal.
The person I had hoped
to teach you is no longer of use to me. Brian Crawford, is he mortal or is he power?
He is power.
Fuck. I have like no mortal deaths.
The mortals in the game, Steve, Leroy Erickson. That was a callback there. Chloe Kahn, who does owe you a debt.
She does, but she doesn't know anything. Well, hey, maybe she does actually.
You don't. No one has really talked to her outside of like Daphne.
All right, let's lean into it. Okay, I will say, because that's the only one I have it on. I will say, there is one person I know. I've listened to her problems for years, not years, months. But she is tangled up a little bit. But perhaps I can put her into contact with you. Her name is Chloe Kahn. The lodge that she stays at is ran by a vampire who is very dangerous and my enemy. Perhaps we can extricate her from that situation and make use of her.
It's an option. I mean, we've got room. It's not like the ghosts take up any space.
All right. Okay.
Also, I need to get past the part where we had a conversation about vampires and stuff, and just it was normal. Just still getting my head around that, but
Take some time.
My husband's a ghost. He'll be fine. So.
I'm a specter.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I'll do better.
You're beginning to learn.
Scene?
Yep.
Awesome. Red, Brody, do you have anything you would like to do? It is getting late in this day.
All right. I figure immediately after turning back, Red would have headed back to Steve's bar, and just kind of stumbled through the door, probably looking drunk, but definitely not. Just Steve, I got a request. Do you have?
What's up?
It's probably is it like a busy time at the bar?
Let's see. It was the end of the 2 weeks. Say it's like a Monday night, so no.
Okay. Look, I am a recovering alcoholic, and I was doing good. I had 2 really good weeks, and something came up, and I don't think it's safe for me to be staying in a bar,
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other suggestions on where I could stay?
You're in, right?
I'm in. I want to meet these new recruits. I want to be at the meetings. I want to know what's going on, and I will share any information that I come across. But it's just isn't a good location. Not the smell, not the access.
I think, okay, I have a guy. He's not great, but probably could hook you up with something.
I just need a place to rest my head that's not the car.
Okay. He's a bit out there, even for people in the know.
Well, I've met some pretty out there people, I suppose. I mean, how bad could they be compared to what we got running around town, right?
Well, if you're ready, and kind of pulls out he opens a drawer and there's like 10 phones with different like names on them, and he pulls one out and opens it and punches a couple of numbers on it. And... Yep. Hey, Leroy. Yeah. Yeah. Calling in that favor. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Still got that place down on 5th. Yep. Okay. Key under the mat. Yep. Okay.
So kind of you're hooking me up
down
with
on a piece of paper and
someone named Leroy.
Yep.
Just okay. I think I'm in over my head already.
Leroy Erickson. He's kind of a scumbag, honestly, but
is he like Hunter or
he? He's just an asshole.
Like conspiracy theorist asshole?
Yeah, that kind of asshole. So.
Oh, okay. Is he gonna talk my ear off?
Putting it lightly. More try and squeeze you for everything you've got.
No, I ain't got much. I mean, is he gonna be?
Is he gonna be more about what you know than what you got? Periphery.
Oh, all right. I'll head to the back and I'll collect my stuff. And it's not much. It's just a spare the suitcase I came in with. Mm-hmm. Does he live at this location, or is this like a safe house for him?
Kind of shrugs. Let's just say he moves around a lot.
Excited already. All right, well, so when would the new recruits coming into town?
We had that conversation about how trying to keep things a little bit more I want to use that word for it, but say one-on-one partnerships for right now.
Okay.
Do you got Lauren's number? It seemed like you knew each other. I don't know if that's...
Well, it's Kay's sisters, so I know them through them.
Right. It kind of pulls out another like post-it note, just writes a number down on it, hands it to it. Call that in the morning.
All right.
She's got a job training exercise, and I maybe ride along.
Do you want me to go along with her? And
yeah, that's actually exactly what I was asking. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see if I survive the night. See if Leroy survives the night.
Good luck.
So I'll head out to the car, salute, and head down to the address posted.
Okay.
What does this place look like?
We'll get to that in a bit. Brody, do you have anything you want to do?
Yeah, Brody is, I think when we left, I was with Benji, and I think we were headed to whatever safe house he had.
Yes. So this is actually your thing that you picked up, which is your sanctum. So what does this look like?
I think it would be either above or below the Fey coffee shop, or like obtained from one of them.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Let's put it in the false basement. Or like there's a basement and there's a door, and then it goes further down into the basement.
I think in this false basement there's a lot of incense. There's a bunch of barrels of kombucha, and a bunch of just like knickknacks and doodads from the Fae.
And Fae drugs.
And Fae drugs, of course.
All right. Yeah. And well, Benji kind of like prepped this place for you. He did a really good job. So it's got everything you can need for your sanctum stuff. It's well prepared. There's like a very like not high tech, low tech meditation room. High tech meditation room would be a little weird, but yeah.
I will kind of spend the night looking around, observing, and I would like to try to roll.
Okay. What are you rolling?
I'm rolling for my sanctum to look for anything that can either materialize or hurt ghosts, specters.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up your sheet for this because I'm curious what
it is the wizard sheet.
Okay, the wizard sheet.
Sanctum.
Looking on the sunny side of life.
I can.
Oh yeah, because you pulled the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for a tome, I'm guessing?
Yeah, a tome or some sort of relic. Anything that would.
Okay.
$12.
All right. So, what does that mean?
On a 10 plus, I find pretty. Let me find the exact wording. Because I find on a 10 plus, you find pretty much just the thing.
Okay. So do you find what you're looking for, or just like a way to find it?
No, it's you find what you're looking for. On a miss, you find a way to find it. A 10 plus is you find what you're looking for. A 7 to 9 is you find it, but it's flawed in some way. A miss is on a miss, you don't have what you're looking for, but you know someone who has it in stock.
Okay. So, yeah, what does this look like?
What does it look like? That's a very good question. I think it is a tome. It's some sort of book. I think there's a lot of books in here, and it is a book about the different factions and supernatural entities. And there is a section on specters and ways to harm
them. Okay. Matthew, how would one harm a specter?
Destroy their link. I have a question.
Yes.
I have a move called Perfect Timing.
Yes.
Yeah, mark corruption to arrive in a scene. Mark an additional corruption to show up in a superior position.
Okay.
Can I use this to
just look at my books?
Yeah, basically to cock block to get the superior position being I show up and at least get a chance or prevent him from getting the tome.
I think you will arrive in a superior position to sort of like prevent them from gaining further information into like your stuff. So by showing up, you're already in a superior position. But like, let's say you can get the book out of Brody's hands, and like steal the information away, or something like that. I don't want to take away from the role.
Right. So he still like learns. Yeah. I'm just asking. I'm not trying. I'm just trying to go for the drama.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever. I'm showing up, buddy.
Okay.
And I love you dearly. And remember, safety tools are in play.
What does it look like when you show up exactly?
That's the thing. I mark a corruption to only have my voice. I don't have vision or physical embodiment.
Okay.
And I guess I would use the non-corrupted version of telekinesis to move anything around.
Mm-hmm. Oh. How far away are you from being fully corrupted right now?
I have 2 more, and I'm about to use them for this, y'all.
All right.
Yeah, and then I don't. Okay. Fuck.
So, take a second, breathe, and then walk us through what you want to do.
I think the first thing I do is let out the old Peter sigh.
And I will look around furiously where it came from. Hello?
Oh, those eyes of yours. They have power. But you won't be seeing me. You tried to kill me. You tried to wound me. At the battle. Near the shed.
I was trying to escape and, kind of just happened. It wasn't like a direct try to kill type of thing, more like a, and I'm going to try to slowly back away from where the voice is coming from while I'm talking.
Oh, so you're not trying to kill me? And they can't see it, but I would look down at the tome.
Well, it's, self-defense, right?
I've never tried to kill you, Brody.
Well, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right?
I only attacked you once you got me shot.
Once again, kind of an accident, didn't actually shoot you, more of a, collateral as I was trying to get out of there.
You made a choice.
I did.
It, and now you're my enemy. And now you die. I'm going to use corruption to do siphon, which is 2 harm, armor penetrating.
Okay.
Oh god, y'all, this is I'm gonna throw up.
Feeling his hand penetrate me, I would like to try to let it out in the same way I did back in the forest to try to corporalize him.
Okay. Now give us the roll.
It's not the advanced, but it's 7.
7. So on a hit, choose one and mark corruption.
Ooh.
How far are you away?
Hey!
That's a corruption advancement.
That's a corruption advance.
Is that full corruption?
No, I'm not full corruption. I just,
Okay.
I now have
You're on
5.
your last track now.
This is my last track.
Okay. And then you choose one, so you can take +1 on your next roll, extend your senses, supernatural, otherwise, frighten, intimidate, or impress your opposition, take definite hold of something vulnerable or exposed.
I take definite hold of something vulnerable. Would that corporalize him? Would that allow me to hit him in some way?
I think that would put you into position to do the next thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're pulling him into
corporalization,
but I don't think you get all the way there yet.
Okay, so okay.
But you're very close. You've got him because especially with the siphon, I think kind of connected to you, so you're now connected back.
I will use siphon again. 1 more corruption, at which point I am fully corrupted. 2 harm, armor penetrating.
Okay.
So now Peter is mine.
Which I think gets you into critical territory, or I don't know how. I have no idea.
I'm in critical currently.
And I will just express that I think that's just what Peter's going to keep doing until he feels like he's lost control of the situation.
Okay.
That's it, folks. And I'm just going to say, I am going to make you pay. I am going to make you suffer for ever having betrayed me or unserved me in any way. And that's what I do.
I don't think Brody says anything. I think as he's being injured and trying to pull you into this world, just his veins grow black, his eyes begin lighting up again, his hair begins floating up as it did before, and he's just very in the zone.
Okay, what are you
If I cannot harm him currently, I'll do the same thing and just try to bring him to a point where I can't harm him.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I when I did that first roll, is he any more like
pulled him into like at least visible? Like you can see him now.
Okay. I think.
Sorry, I killed Matthew.
I think while he's doing this, he just looks at now the beginning to like come into this world, Peter, and says, "You may kill me, but I'm going to take so many chunks out of you. People are going to know what happened, and I'm going to use Dark Fate. I can pronounce a curse on you."
Okay.
That is a 13.
Yes.
The curse lasts for a long time, and the effects of the curse are potent and obvious.
Okay. What does this look like?
I think I'm grabbing Peter's hand, like now that he's becoming more and more into this role, I'm grabbing his hand while it's still inside of me and beginning to glow more and more.
Okay. And I think I'm going to visualize this as this curse is because it's pronounced in like, what was the verbiage exactly?
Potent and obvious, and it lasts for a long time.
So I think you've got these like black veins. I think they begin to just sort of ink along Peter and pull him into a little bit more presence. This is a shame. And that last pull of harm, of siphoning your energy. And you're dead, right?
I'd like to take one. I'm gonna take
Scar.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to I'm gonna fracture my mind.
Okay.
As he's going down a darker path than he has before.
Why won't you die?
And the glowing intensifies on his hands and throughout his body, and he begins to smile slightly as he sees visions, I think, like just from all over clouding his head. And I'm going to use my new corruption move, Drake, and burn everything around.
So
it does. I mark a corruption to do 3 area close fire damage.
Okay. So that's I'm gonna go ahead and mark Peter for that, because I think you've got him sort of physical now. We'll call it like half damage, half harm. But he sticks another hand into you. We're going up. And just begins to just telekinesis you through the ceiling and basically like sticks you through the floor into the first basement.
Okay. Is he with me?
Sort of. I mean, he's partially physical, partially not, but he's still kind of like, he's got both hands buried deep into your chest.
Okay. I'm gonna take disfigure too, as my skin is burning away as I am channeling all this energy and just the visions intensify. I think my eyes start to bleed the same black that has been coming through my veins, and I light this floor on fire too.
Okay, and then so you're also taking this fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
And I think his last vision, I think, as his skin burns and the black blood just fills his veins and pours out of his eyes and pores. I think he sees a while ago, a few months, and I think it's his first vision, one of his first visions, and it's of Peter and how Peter died. And this time he acts on it, and he saved him. Peter stayed human and was happy with his husband, and things went differently. And that's the last thing he sees.
That's for Brody. So, yeah. I think we'll pan out the scene just a little bit. And there's this now marked specter sort of just glaring at this almost husk now, and just begins to float away. And I think we need to take a quick break to check in with some players and bring in new characters. So thank you all for being here with us through this. This was definitely emotional. We're going to take 5 and we'll be right back. So Hey everybody, and welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and Kay, you had a plan?
So Kay goes for a walk down the road in this lovely little semi-suburbia area. For a little while, maybe like 10-15 minutes or so. And pulls out their phone, and looks through some of their past messages, sees some that they've sent and received from Red, from their mom, some from Brody, and kind of lingers on it, and goes to their contacts and almost calls Brody. And they turn back kind of in the direction of Peter's house and kind of look at it. And then they turn back around and take a step forward. And I'm going to use one of the debts I had on Brody to appear at Brody.
So to paint the scene, your connection is, as you're getting close and you feel you're sort of stepping, it's like when you go to take a step on that last stair and there's no last stair, and so you kind of jolt down. That connection was severed on your way, and so you sort of step out and stumble, and you smell smoke. It's the first thing, and then you kind of catch yourself and look, and there's a burning building in front of you.
I'm gonna spend another debt on my last debt on Brody to try to appear at Brody.
There's nothing there. You feel a slight wrap around your shoulder and just, no.
I'm gonna push it off my shoulder. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna use just below the surface, marking a corruption, to go full demon. I'm gonna run into the burning building.
Okay. So at this point, you're sort of in the back, I'm gonna say. You sort of burst in, and there is smoke rising from this stairwell and up through the boards into this now empty coffee shop, and there's just this weird essence of energy releasing from the basement.
Sorry to interrupt. I have a death move. That's a thing in this game.
Oh yeah, right.
Whoa.
Hi everyone, we're playing Urban Shadows. We're learning things still. This is the first.
Oh yeah,
I thought that's what you pronounce a curse. Yeah. I thought that was it. No.
No, that was his corruption move.
Oh, that was my corruption move.
No.
My end move. When you die or retire your character, announce a proclamation upon the world that will reverberate into the dreams worldwide. Detail the signs of its coming.
Wait, then Peter also has an end move because he's technically retired. Is that true?
Yeah,
Or
it actually does retire the character. So
Yeah.
So
What's like? I didn't have that planned. I just remembered that it's a thing. Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
You get +1 spirit, Brody.
Super duper.
So my end move is basically my corpus can't be fully destroyed. And then the other rider is if you retire your character, any character's present gain +1 spirit. We could give it to Kay.
Sure.
Yeah, +1 spirit permanent.
Fuck. That puts me at 3 spirit, you guys. I'm full of spirit.
Yeah, max 3, so you're good.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us what that dream is, or do you want to tell me later?
Or
do you want to spend some time thinking about it?
I'll spend some time thinking about it, yeah.
I like that.
I like this idea that the spirit, like the lingering essence of Peter's unleashing, like attaches itself to Kay. There's just like this darkness, this umbral energy that whenever they step in.
Yep. All right.
Just hear this sigh, kind of like escape. Whatever that pull, that like sensation I'm getting from the basement, that's where I'm gonna go, because I know Brody's like Super Saiyan self. I was there the first time that he did that. So I'm just thinking, oh no, he went too far.
So you make your way downstairs, and as you get closer to the bottom, there's flames licking, and these are not natural flames. These, if you study them for just even a second, there's almost these black veins that seem to be flicking along with them. If you push forward, and you're in your full demon form, so there is, the fire isn't really hurting you, but what you see before you might, there is a husk sort of pushed through the floor about halfway. What do you do?
They will they'll go to it. They'll I think they'll let out this terrible, inhuman screech and then run over to the body and essentially like break the boards around it and pull it out and then run out of the building.
Okay. And as you kind of make your way out for a bit, how far do you run?
Where is this in relation to like the city /
forest
area?
It's closer to the forested area. It was below a Fey Run coffee shop, so they don't like to be too far from the woods. So
okay, yeah, into the forest. Just I can fly. I'm gonna fucking fly. God, what am I doing? No, I'm gonna take off. And I'm just gonna fly in, just like into the woods, like until there's not much, like the city's aglow in the distance, and then I'm just gonna land somewhere in the woods.
Okay. Yeah, and you just have Brody's body. And if you look down at it, kind of clutched in the hands, is this preserved tome.
I don't think Kay sees the book.
Okay.
For a while. I think the land, and I think almost as soon as they land, they like revert back. And I think it's in a panic, and I think it's in just terror and shock. Like, so they fly down, and as soon as they hit the momentum, I mean, it reverts them back. It causes the body of Brody just to like fly away, and they just kind of roll on the ground, and then they have almost a like a crazed panic look in their eyes as they just scrabble over to where this body is just laying on the ground. And they they are feebly trying to find any semblance of life in this very obvious husk of a person. And as they're kind of just panicking, they say, "Brody, you weren't supposed to die. You were the only thing left, Brody." Why? And then they'll kind of look around and just kind of shout into the darkness, "Why did you take everything from me?" And then I think at this point, with just like anger and sadness, just like pulling these tears out of them, they see this book that Brody is just this body is just holding, and they'll, as gingerly as they can, just pry this tome from these arms. And I think that there's a moment they look at the cover, and they kind of open it, kind of skim through it, and it's like there's like a switch that is clicked, and the tears stop, and there's no sorrow anymore. Well, that's not true. There is the deepest kind of sorrow that translates into anger. And Kay will just let out this just loud, sickening yell into the night sky.
Okay. Red, you wait until morning.
Yeah, I'll wait until morning.
Okay, I think we'll pick that up next week. Ty, Matthew. Ty, if you want to do that.
Yeah, I think the vision, I don't think during that scene, he had time to proclaim anything, but I think as he was like using all of his power and burning out, I think the visions of what had happened with Peter and what was going to happen and what could have happened had things gone differently in the beginning kind of formed two different like helixing visions. And where Peter's going to end up on this path of killing and taking power, and I think that's what he sends out to the world as his last vision.
Okay. Matthew, what is Gallant up to this evening?
Well, hell. I'm moseying up to some sad little shack where I heard there were some mortal hunters getting together.
Oh, fuck no.
'Cause I'm thinking about switching sides.
Okay. Ty, who are you bringing to the table?
I think very shortly after that, you see another person enter that same bar. He's got blonde hair with shaved sides, slicked back, wearing kind of a bomber jacket, very top heavy, broad shoulders. And he goes to the bar and says, hello, I am Dmitry Chopenko, and I'm here for the hunt. He smiles.
Steve kind of just turns around, cleaning the glass. Could follow me. Lead you into the back room. And I know it's a little early, but
I have everything.
It's been an emotional session. I think we'll do a little detox and everything. But thank you guys for joining us. We'll pick up next week with a little bit more thorough introduction of our new characters, Dimitri and Gallant. And yeah, so if you guys, I don't know, do you guys want to do favorite moments or?
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that. And you are who you're playing now, and yeah, your favorite moment tonight. Who wants to kick us off?
I'm just gonna applaud because that was awesome. And I mean, it's obvious what the best moment of the night was, so I don't even have to reiterate it because it just was wow.
Yeah, I think we all have a favorite moment tonight.
Well, my very specific favorite moment, though, is the when Brody's last vision of remembering Peter's death and thinking, like, the fact that Brody thought in the last moments how things could have turned out differently. That was really.
I could have seen them.
Damn, that was powerful.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think that was just 45 minutes of awesome.
It was very good, everyone. Yeah, but Ty, how about you? Or who are you? Where we can find you? What are you playing? That sort of thing.
Who are you?
I am Ty. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. My new character is named Dmitry Chopenko. And if I had to pick a different favorite moment, I would say I also enjoyed Kay's, especially not you. It was excellent stuff.
God.
Mm-hmm. Kay's
So
not
good.
great, you guys. Kay
So
is
good.
not. Kay's on a bad trip. It's just going down from here.
That's it.
Yeah.
Max, did you have something?
I think my favorite part would probably be Taryn doing the Peter sigh.
Oh, I had to get up. I had to leave. How long have you been waiting on that one?
At least since the beginning of this season. I've been sitting on it.
Episode 2, season 1.
Yeah, just been sitting in that in my back pocket for a little while.
And the telekinesis lift was too good. Like lifting both of them through the ceiling. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have some fun with Peter until somebody kills him.
Someone kill him, please.
I'm Max. I can be found at allmaxd20 on the Twitters. And yeah, so there's my outro.
Yeah. Maria.
Wow. I'm Maria. Listen, I love this game. This is a really great game. I'm going to be selfish, though. I think Kay's descent into vindictive slaughter is going to be fantastic, and I'm very excited for this. But also, just like, it's so poetic that the two of you went down together. It's just, I cannot, it's such a great moment. It was so good. So good. Also, I love these new characters already. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see what their wholesome beings are going to be. But you can find me at Happy Capster on Twitter, where I do a lot of things. I'm on this variant roles a lot. Tomorrow I'm going to be on Grim Femmes, run by the wonderful and talented Emma, and amongst a lot of wonderful, beautiful femme presenting individuals, where we deal with more trauma, like this game. And then on Thursdays, we're in space doing space things, and definitely also not dealing with trauma in space and horrors and things like that. But beyond all that, I am going to be with my husband as part of Goblin Society Games, a cool thing that we're doing at Society Goblins on Twitter, where we release a lot of 5e homebrew weapons and stuff. We're going to be in Dayton, Ohio this weekend for a CataCon, I think is how you say it. Super cute, tiny little con in Dayton. We're going to be running some games, some homebrew stuff. So if you're by that place, do the thing and come and see us, okay? Goodbye.
Fantastic. And then Matthew, you gave us your favorite moment, but
yes, but it's still me. Hi, I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter, where I tweet about D&D, mental illness, and stuff. What I would like to point to is you can find me over at Dice Priori a couple times a week. We are having a big giveaway there right now in honor of our Cold Suns supplied by Green Ronin. So go ahead, anytime we're streaming, go in, pop in, try to enter that giveaway. We'll be drawing, I think, in 2 or 3 weeks-ish. Big Boy Season is back November 8th. That's next Friday, folks, at 9:30 p.m. Central. The return of Big Boy Season, everyone's favorite Storm King's Thunder campaign. And Ghost in the Machine is coming back this month, tentatively scheduled, and I will announce that date soon. But we are going to see how the apocalypse unfolds. And that's me.
Fantastic. Yeah, and then I am your MC, who is now Peter.
Oh, God.
But yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at TarzanNoZ, here on Sundays, and then also on Thursdays with Project VHS, where I just play a big soft boy who is trying not to let anyone die. But yeah, and then my favorite moment this evening was all of it, because I have fantastic players, and I could not have been more lucky with the fact that I get to play this crazy game with them. But specifically was mouthing along with Peter as Daryl was a lot of fun. It was like a little side thing, and then getting to bring out my Peter or my version of Peter. So
God. Awesome stuff, y'all.
Yeah. So some variant roles housekeeping. We have a lot of stuff going on. You can check Moobot whenever it pops up in chat. Twitter, follow us there so that we at variant roles, because there's a lot of stuff going out. Sorry. There's a text thing that distracted me for a second. And then if you'd like to support us, follow us here, subscribe, and then yeah, if you want to support us month to month on like a more like general, check us out on Patreon. And then support D and RPG streamers. I was gonna say D&D, but that's like none of what I do anymore.
Nope. Tabletop RPGs.
Tabletop RPGs. Yeah, Raid. I was gonna suggest Anarasis because it's Ryutama, and what else do you want after this besides some wholesome?
Need wholesome.
Yeah. Someone else will have to set it up. I can't do it.
I will go ahead and set up that raid.
Okay.
Raid. Anarisis. There we are. We're gonna go ahead and head over. Thank you all for joining us, and be right back with us next week.